When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Nah, jawabannya kita ulang lagi ya, guys ya.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Oke, kita lanjut ke Hogsmeade dulu.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
I hope to see you again.
Wingardium Leviosa. It allows to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Penting sih. Jadi kayaknya harus gua dapetin sih. Cuma bentar ya. Mulai dapat item-item yang ini ya, dapat ada atribut ininya.
What can I do for you today?
Oke.
See you again. Farewell for now.
Saatnya kita beli tanaman-tanaman itu. Tanamannya ada di sini, BTW.
Greetings. Please, take your time looking about.
Oh, udah dibeli semua ya. Kayaknya
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
mau di bawah. Salah sih.
Black promised there'd be
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours.
Wah, mahal juga tapi ya. rugi nggak ya? Oh, semoga nggak rugi lah.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Terus kita tinggal ke supply. Oh ini kalau lihat sini kita bisa upgrade si sini sapu terbang. Di sini udah masalah ya.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Gimana cara upgrade-nya ya?
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Apakah nanti ya akan ada atau sekarang belum? Mungkin belum ya. Oke. Kalau ke world map kita tinggal baru yang terus ini. Oke, langsung ke sini aja kali ya. Ke Profesor Vic. Tapi gue pengen dapetin skillnya dulu sih, mumpung ada questnya. Acquire and use venomous. Kita bisa ke ini kita nggak sih? Room of requirement. Astronomy Tower kan tadi? Apa lo salah ya? Tadi namanya apa ya? Kayaknya bener deh. One eye with message. Ini kayaknya di sini deh. Tapi mananya? Aku lupa lagi. Oh, ini dia. Terus ini di mana posisinya? Di dalam sini ada loh. Secret room tadi. Oh iya, I see. Dog with and dead cat. Dog with and dead cat. Dog with and dead cat. Dog with oh. Sini kali ya.
Aren't you the student who ran all those goblin loyal?
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Nggak ada ya dia.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Apa kalau misalkan itu udah langsung baru kan ya?
Be with you in a bit.
Enggak juga. Magic
No
nih.
one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Ini pernah sempat ngeliat tapi di mana ya? Di situ kali ya. Oh, jangan-jangan ini lagi. Oh iya benar bro.
Revelio. Revelio.
Watch yourself, though.
Revelio. Revelio.
You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away. Such a wee bairn being a thrashing to your... I can't believe it.
Lumos.
You followed a wee butterfly to a grand treasure, eh?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me until they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio. Revelio.
Kayak di sini deh. Iya, ini sih.
Lumos.
Come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacular.
Oke, back to Hogwarts. Kita ke secret room dan ke room of requirement. Mandek ya. Tanaman tentacula. Holy fucking shit. Tinggal 2 menit lagi, sayang banget ya.
Many plants here before?
Apa gua ini aja kali ya? Mandrake.
Revelio.
Kayaknya udah cukup, berarti masih harus nunggu ya. Tadi kalau bikinnya tuh pakai apa sih? Horklum juice. Apakah horklum juice bisa gua tanam? Mungkin sembari nunggu kita quest yang lain ya. Map chamber ya. Oke deh. Map chamber. Dia itu di Profesor Rufik.
Revelio. Hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes. I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Revelio. Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Confringo!
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this... Revelio.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Revelio.
Run the other way when they see.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and hang this Talisicus totalis. Well done.
Revelio.
I've never seen a sword like it. There must be something in this totalis.
Revelio. Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Taste goblin silver. I will not be made a fool. I won't rest.
Send it. Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
How on earth could they have known about this place?
Revelio. It's It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Ajarin kek. Aduh, lu malah ngajarin gua
An
kan.
unlocking job.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is. Revelio.
Like that, it could be anyone.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Revelio. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Expelliarmus! Levio! Accio! Incendio!
Woi, sabar bro.
Revelio. What have the keepers planned for me? Revelio. These look familiar. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Was it Accio I used before? Accio! Revelio! platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic.
Mungkin kali, mungkin ini kali ya, dulu kali ya. Iya benar.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. More statues. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Oke, ini berarti buat nanti kayaknya.
Revelio.
Oh, ini ada.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic.
Oh.
But where? Revelio.
Ayo hidup lagi lah. Oh enggak hidup ya.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Oh, oke. And how we go there? Huh?
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. I see.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. I need to see how the room changes when I enter the archway. I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio.
Nggak ada yang ketinggalan kan? Aman. Ya, aman. What's it? Aduh, kena. Anjir, dibantu sama ini anjir. Sama kubis. Gokil. Kubisnya OP. Ini ada lagi nih. Susah banget. Kesel banget. OP Is there any chance? Any chance? No.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Nice. Welcome.
Revelio.
battle. Oh, it's it. What the hell? Ini bener-bener lawan rajanya nih, beneran. Oh shit. Kok nggak bisa gue hindarin apa gimana dah? Shit. Lihat gue tuh tadi tuh mau itu. Oh shit. Ah.
Rebellion.
What a relief. Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago. But the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. Crystallized stone. That must be the way.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor. Rookwood. You look familiar, sir.
I imagine you saw me in the first pensive you accessed, in Gringotts. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. Goblin shoot.
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
Deek hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please. I've always said that travel.
Mana musuhnya anjir? Ah, shit. Mati, kocak gaming.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel. Oh, I invented flu powder.
Use mental simple tests.
Assignment's all finished.
Levioso! Confringo!
Accio!
Levioso!
There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
Fuck.
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
What is the reason for these additional assignments, Professor?
They're meant to help you hone your magical skills outside of the classroom, thus preparing you to learn a new charm, Wingardium Leviosa. Before we plant the seed, we must till the soil. When you're finished with them, come and see me and we'll work on the charm together. I look forward to it.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Quest. December Glacius. Oh, ini ya. Kayaknya dulu deh, last.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. A terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora. That's how.
What about curfew?
Hah?
Curfew?
Iya, makanya gua kejar dulu.
Like me when I was your age.
Baru off.
Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
Huh? Use L and right move. Ini maksudnya gimana dah? Use or activate. Wah, ngerti.
Hello, Hamora.
Gan, ini maksudnya gimana deh, Gan? Kalau
Putarnya nanti ya di sininya lu putar-putar. Ya, kalau yang ini nanti ada merah di sininya nih. Putarnya pelan aja. Nyari gitu loh, nyari. Nah, kalau misalnya gerak berarti sekitaran sini nih. Lu cari aja sekitaran sini.
Hah?
Ininya kalau ininya gerak. Nanti ada merah-merah kan tadi. Coba balik ke sini. Kanan sini. Lu tahan sini kan. Ini yang gerak, nanti ada merah. Nah, itu lu harus tahan. Lalu cari hijaunya. Hijaunya pakai L3 kalau salah. Nah, iya.
Anjir, nggak ngasih tahu anjir tadi.
Tuh, udah tahan.
Anjir, gue kira tuh kayak ngecokin ngelocking gitu loh. Ini ada putaran-putarannya. What the hell? Thank you, Gan.
Use a disillusionment charm so no one comes on. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I'd say.
Is that so? You are to be remanded at once.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
Or hell, I suppose.
Revelio.
Her? I don't think that's what that class is for. Why don't you leave it?
I wouldn't. What trickery are you up to?
Set gue kira bisa dipaksa. Ternyata tidak bisa, bro. Ya astaga. Bisa. Gak bisa. Ya ampun. Kenapa naik ke atas? Masya Allah.
From the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacle.
Nothing wrong with no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well,
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but...
I had planned.
Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Oke, naikin level lah. Harusnya ini dulu ya. Oke, kita udahan dulu Thank you guys.